How and why Kudirat Abiola? The wife of MKO Abiola was brutally assassinated in 1996. Alhaja Kudirat Abiola, a politically and socially active woman during her days, was the beautiful wife of late business mogul and respected politician Chief Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola. Her struggles, efforts, and the tireless support she gave her husband, MKO Abiola, when he was incarcerated, led to her untimely death. On the 4th of June 1996, Kudirat Abiola was assassinated by some gunmen in Lagos who allegedly acted on the orders of the Sani Abacha's military junta. Her background. After President Ibrahim Babangida annulled the June 12, 1993 election, which had MKO Abiola as the winner, several riots ensued across the country, especially in the southwest. This led to the demise of President Babangida's military regime and the birth of the Shonakan-led interim national government on the 26th of August, 1993. Before Babangida stepped down from power, he set up an interim government which was to oversee the transition of power to a democratically elected government. MKO Abiola did not support the interim government, as it had no plan of restoring him as the president of Nigeria. The interim national government was later sacked by General Sani Abacha in November 1993. At first, MKO Abiola supported Sani Abacha's military regime, hoping Abacha would return the mandate to him. But when the Abacha refused to do so, MKO Abiola went ahead to declare himself as the president on the 11th of June, 1994. 12 days later, he was arrested and charged with treasonable felony. Kudirat Abiola spearheaded oil workers' strike against the government, which lasted 12 months. She also gathered market women, students, and civil servants to fight for their electoral right, which was denied on June 12, 1993. Her efforts to get her husband out of jail and restore his mandate brought her across the line of Abacha's military government. Unknowing to Kudirat Abiola, she had been marked for assassination by an unknown cabal. On the 4th of June, 1996, Alhaja Kudirat Abiola was in a white Mercedes-Benz driven by her driver, Dauda Atanda, and accompanied by her special assistant, Lateef Shofolahan. It was around 9:30 a.m. on the streets of Lagos. She was going for an appointment at the Canadian High Commission. As her car slowed down on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway past the 7-Up bus stop on Oregon Road in Ikeja, two cars double-crossed them, and 6 heavily armed men opened fire on Kudirat Abiola's car. The gunman shot at close range, and Kudirat's driver got his mouth and shoulder pierced by a bullet, while Kudirat, their main target, was hit in the forehead and instantly lost consciousness. She was rushed to the Echo Hospital on Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way in Ikeja, Lagos, where she eventually died between 12:15 and 12:30 p.m. However, Kudirat's personal assistant, Lateef Shofolahan, escaped the attack unhurt. He was later accused of being involved in the murder plot of Kudirat Abiola. Old Naija gathered that prior to Alhaja Kudirat Abiola's murder, there were 2 attempts to take her life before the plotters allegedly penetrated her network through Lateef Shofolahan. After the assassination, the Abacha military government offered the sum of $45,000 to anyone who could give information leading to the arrest of the assassins. Later, Hamza al-Mustafa, the chief security officer of General Sani Abacha, was accused and convicted. Investigations into the killing traced the killer's bullets to his, Hamza al-Mustafa, personal armory. In October 1988, Hamza al-Mustafa and Mohammed Abacha, General Abacha's son, appeared before the court, both charged with the death of Kudirat Abiola. In the court, Mohammed Abdul, one of the assassins, narrated how the Abiola's network was penetrated through Lateef Shofolahan and how Mohammed Abacha gave him and other gunmen $10,000 to flee the country when Obasanjo's government began an investigation on Kudirat Abiola's assassination. Another member of the killer squad, Barnabas Jabila aka Sergeant Rogers, confessed that he was acting on the orders of Hamza al-Mustafa and that he, Hamza al-Mustafa, gave the contract to kill Kudirat Abiola to Rabo Lawal, the head of the mobile police force at the presidential villa. He also said that they were provided weapons for the operation in the presence of Mohammed Abacha. In May 2001, a federal high court in Abuja freed Mohammed Abacha on the ground that he was simply roped in on circumstantial evidence. Also, Hamza al-Mustafa and Latif Shafolahan, who were sentenced to death by hanging on January 30, 2012, were later freed on Friday, July 12, 2013, on the ground that there was not enough evidence to prove them guilty. Alhaja Kudirat Abiola's assassination remains one of the top assassinations in Nigeria. Credit, Old Naya.